E.Base 316 is a 16 mil HDPE thermoplastic membrane and is heat welded in the field at seams. Used in E.Protect Plus system applications, this video will provide instructions on how to hot air weld E.Base 316. Prior to the application of E.Base 316, confirm the substrate is prepared to EPRO's published specifications and is free from any debris that may compromise the integrity of the system. Roll out E.Base 316 over the substrate. Overlap the two adjoining sheets a minimum of 6 inches and make sure the ridges of the overlapping sheet are parallel to one another. Measure to confirm 6-inch minimum overlap is achieved. Proper heat welding is critical to achieving effective long-term performance of the system. Different hot air welders can be used. The most common is the handheld Leister Technologies GHI-BLI-AW handheld hot air welder or the automatic Leister Technologies Verimat V2. Make sure a 1.5-inch tip is used to create a minimum 1.5-inch welded seam. Ambient air conditions will require that the welding device is calibrated prior to use. A good starting point is to set the temperature 540 degrees Fahrenheit and dial the blower to the highest setting. Temperature can be adjusted up or down as required. It's important that you continue to calibrate the temperature of the gun throughout the day as temperatures fluctuate. To achieve the specified 1.5-inch weld, place the nozzle of the welder under the 6-inch seam overlap and move the welder down the seam at a constant speed. As you move down the seam, use the seam roller to press the heated layers together to form a uniform and consistent seam. When you finish welding a seam, check the weld with the seam probe by slowly running the probe across the entire length of the seam. If the probe glides along the seam, you have a good weld. If your welder is too hot, or you leave your welder in one position for too long, you will burn through the membrane. If this occurs, you will be required to patch the damaged area. Conversely, if you don't supply enough heat, you will not form a weld. The seam probe will help you to identify any issues with your weld.